Welcome to QuickBooks Online for Non-Profit. In this tutorial, we're going to see how to create sales forms in QuickBooks. To create sales forms, you get to the gear icon and you take Custom Sales Forms. From here, you're going to have the list of all the custom sales forms you've done before. You can create a sales form for invoice. You can custom a form for estimates as well as sales receipts. By default, you're going to have a standard custom form style, which is there in your QuickBooks file. So if you want to get something different, you come to new style and you take, for example, invoice. From here, you can give your template a name, and below you have the possibility of selecting a template style. Like this is by default that which is there. You can decide and take something different depending on how you want your invoice to look like. If you select the template type, you can come down, you will see make logo edit. If you have not had the logo before, this space will be empty, and for you to input the logo, you just click on it, and you will have the possibility to upload a new logo or input the logo that will figure out on your invoice. Then you have the possibility of changing the alignment or placement, the size of the logo showing in your invoice. Below you have the colors that are going to be used on the lines of your invoice. If you want a specific color, you just need to click on it, or you could paste a color code. Below you have the possibility to select a different font. The way the invoice is going to show in terms of the font. So you can select a different font, and it will automatically change on your invoice template. And you can decide on the size of the font. Want it to be 8 pt, 10 or 12. Here you have the possibility to arrange the margins of your invoice. Do you want it to be 5 inches to the top, to the left, bottom? So all of these are being done here. Here you have the content, because we were on the design tab. Here we have the content, where you have the possibility to select each area and decide on whatsoever should figure out there. Like here you have the business name. You can come here and change the business name such that it should show something different. Here you have the possibility to change the phone number or input the phone number you want to show on the invoice, the email. If you have an address to add, you can add it here. If you want to add your website, you can click on website and you add it. From here you will have the form name. Like here, the form name, what should appear on the form. Like here it is invoice. We might want to create, if for example we are in creating a form for donations, we'll write here donations, and henceforth this is what is going to be showing on your sales template or on your invoice, such that it should not be showing invoice anymore. It should instead show donations or grants, depending on the format you are creating. Here you have the form number. If you activate this, after the name of the form, you're going to have a number attached to it. Use customer templates, custom transaction number. You can activate it, or it's preferable you let it activated. You can allow display shipping terms, due date, payment, or not. So if you deactivate them, they will not be showing on your sales format. So here you can now manage the email section, where you can decide on whether to attach a PDF after you are sending the email. Like, this is when you are about to send your customer or your donor an email showing the invoice or the donation you've entered in your system. You could choose to be full details or summarize details, after which you then attach the PDF of the sales form you've created in the software. Here you have the possibility to give a subject that should appear when the customer receives the invoice. You can change it, put something else. And here you have the possibility to change the title of the person, and decide on whatsoever should appear at the top. Is it the first name? Is it the last name? Is it the full name? Or is the company name that should display? Here you have the possibility to manage the, the email message that will appear when you send the email. Like here, we appreciate your business. You can decide and modify this and put a message on the email that will best suit your the reason, or the reason why you're making this sales form or this document. Here you have the possibility to set a reminder email template, where you can write um, an appealing message to your customer when your invoice, or when the invoice is soon to be due or past due. When you're done, you can preview your template in the form of a PDF, or you can just take done, and this template is going to be created. So henceforth you have a new template for your invoice, or you could call it, for example, donation invoice. You can just double click on it if you want to make any modification. Like, I'll call it donation template, for example. If you have any modification, you could click on it and take done. So this was the template for an invoice. You could create a template for sales receipt, which is basically the same procedure. This is how you create a custom template that you're going to attach to your different sales form in QuickBooks Online.